Hey, I wanted to do a little vlog, just kind of like a mini one. I said I'm going to do these, like, so this is my in-between period. This is, I already just did my live. I had one viewer. Thanks for that one view. But usually I saved it and I'm going to upload it to my, my page, like, so my IGTV, so I don't worry about that. You're going to see that video, you know. So I gotta just do that, but I haven't really built up the live energy yet, if that makes sense. So like, I don't mind doing live, but I haven't really figured out a way to announce it because lives are usually spontaneous for me, and I haven't really built that type of energy with the audience to do that yet. I don't even know if that's really what my audience wants from me when it comes to, you know, like, hey, I want to be here at this time and watch this live, even though they have 24 hours to view it. I still want to have that interactive energy with them, okay? So I did 4 meditations or inspiration cards. So I always write things down in my notebooks first, just because I know they're my original, you know, work, and then also just because I'm just a paper person. I see results via paper, and I don't even know the results that I be looking for, but it becomes like if these videos are attractive, or if these videos, you know, gain views out of the 10% that's going to be shown to, okay? And then, you know, when I blow up, everybody be like, oh my god, they meditated. So I always really take that, or you know, oh my god, this resonated. Or this advice was really relevant for me. I don't mind having that delayed period because it helps me continue moving forward. So when people do find themselves attracted to me in the near future and, you know, far future, they're kind of like, you know, they wish they were kind of in the beginning, but, you know, this works out fine. And then, you know, they always do their marketing for me as well. So I really strongly depend on, you know, future, you know, marketers, because technically they are a form of marketing for me. So I just manifest on that, and I think this is kind of like the energy that I was feeding off of via the live as well. So that's why I'm here, just to talk about it and do that like after talk, because I feel like this will be important. Like, oh my gosh, you know, this is kind of like how this plan works. So that's, oh wait, what is this? Ace of Clubs. Not really this plan, but you know what I'm saying, this is how I felt comfortable, you know, receiving. Because I mean, of course you can get discouraged, because I was looking at, I think his name is Sun Moon, it's like, I don't remember, but it's somebody on IG that I follow. I keep up with his work or whatever, and he talked about the 7 of Pentacles, and it's like, okay, now what now? You know, when we look at the work and we see results and it's successful, we're like, oh yay, you know. But you know, he didn't really touch on, well, I translated that to how, you know, we feel when we don't get, you know, the high value amounts, but we're still getting, you know, we're still receiving results. You know, I know if I upload this on my IGTV, someone's going to view this, they're going to view this. But again, you know, there's going to also be a volume that you never even see coming at some point. So I appreciate that, that space, that little space. So it helps me not like discourage myself. Because again, there is this complacency, you know, when you follow, even when I follow my own routine repetitively for amount of weeks, I'm excited. Or, you know, because again, even when I fill a notebook up, I'm excited because that's a form of accomplishment to me. I did this no matter what. We have the Joker. So I wrote that down. That way I have, you know, I'm able to see the repetitive themes for my audience. I know this was at the bottom of the deck, so the 4 of Hearts. And again, that's just keeping things close to your chest, but also being positive and omissive, you know. But I shuffled the deck. I always close the deck. So we have the Ace of, so these be my personal messages, like my premeditative messages that I get before I move on to my next subject. Okay, so I know the beginning is the Queen of Hearts. So again, I have to put love, you know, clarity or whatever to me. So that's how I read it for myself, and I know that the energy is that Queen of Hearts, that more mature, creative spirit that is emotional and also seeking, you know, balance within myself. And then the Ace of Cups, that I know is going to receive results. But then I talked about the 7 of Diamonds, so that would bring a reaffirmation to me via my conversation I'm having with you all. Okay, And then I also seen the King of Spades. So I know that the work that I'm doing is, you know, backed with love and filled with love. So that's how I will close my deck. But I will also, you know, receive messages from myself. Of course, most of the messages I receive from myself are subconscious. I don't have to say them out loud. But because this is here, it's almost like a mini reading, but it's not. Okay, and then I'll move on to my next decks. Sometimes I'll pre-shuffle, and then sometimes I know that the deck before I closed is already shuffled, if that makes sense. Okay, so I wouldn't give myself and these are like pretty much the same cards, but I would see what messages the Jack Daniels you know, have for me moving on to my next video, basically. So I'm about to go do money and love, which will be on my Sophie Carrots YouTube page. I also was having some meditations on YouTube about YouTube and, you know, how far I want to continue making that a portion of my career, which I don't have a problem with, but I do feel like I do want to do some research on the study of, you know, if there's discrimination on this platform. I mean, of course it would be me, you know, being if I don't want to do it from a place that I'm comparing my work as far as like, oh, they're not, you know, they feed different type of content to other people, blah blah blah. But it probably could be, you know, the tags I'm using, the intros, titles. It could be any of that, but I would like to see. So I got 2 aces right here. So I would know the Ace of Diamonds, so which is money, and then the Ace of Club, which is communication, which is another suit that followed via, you know, that was another card that landed in the whatchamacallit. So I know they're going to kind of overlap via this way. And then I always pull my deck out on camera. So I'll, you know, people, that's it. People think I shuffle, but I did, you know. So you guys got the pre-shuffle, but then I'll put that back so I can announce the deck, okay? And then I know I'm using these, but I shuffle those on camera. And then this, I'm not gonna shuffle. I'm gonna shuffle on camera, okay? But I always band my rubber band with it. But yeah, so that was my entrepreneur vlog for this week. I'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you guys for being here with me. But I'm gonna turn. Why am I leaving on this page? I'm probably not going to do a, what do you call it? I might not do a extended for this one. It depends on how the conversation feels for me. I usually let it be a draw, like a pool that I have for myself. And that right there will be an energy that I don't do it is because I probably feel discouraged in a way. Like, oh, maybe people are not going to go to my, you know, because I have this as a tier, but I'll see. It really does depend on the energy if the conversation needs to continue, if it was said in the beginning. But I do like it, so I might. So I do blockages and solutions. I give important dates. But I have this already marked in here, so let me see. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, okay. So I know I need this page, so I'm gonna keep this. I also gotta do some. Oh yeah, you guys can follow my my Anchor. I'm gonna do some uploads today on there. So okay, so I'm gonna close. Why I might do this page? I'm gonna still keep this page because sometimes I don't keep the same page. I go forward, but I got the thing bookmarked, so I'll be good. So I'll see you guys in my videos that are going to be featured on my page on Sophie Carrots, and then also on the Miko's. Okay, so shalom. I'm about to flick y'all off. Shalom, ciao, bellows, bye.